things aren't always as they seem.
Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I have today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Good morning, Robertson County. How you doing? This is 1100 WSG. I'm Utah Laverne, and if you're watching on the monitor here, and we just went on social media, you can see Judge Joel Perry's in the house. Hey, how you doing, Judge?
I'm doing all right.
I'm telling you, my goodness. Whew, you tired?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm wow.
Catching up on my sleep, and my schedule's not quite as busy as it had been since the beginning of the year, but
sure.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just we're coming off of something that was difficult because we had the situation where you and I are friends. I hitched I told your opponent I hitched my cart to I hitched my pony to your wagon a long time ago, and so. It was very hard because then when you come to equal time, and so when you were in, once you had an opponent, we had to not specifically talk about the campaign, and all of that has prompted you to say, let's just stay out of politics.
Right, yeah.
Let's just stay out of politics. But it was God bless you. It was tough, and I'm thrilled by the outcome. Of course, everybody. I think everybody knows I supported you because I on my social media did endorse, and I had done the ad and all of that. So it was just,
and I appreciate that. Yeah,
you're my friend. I intended to knock doors for you, and then I messed up my knee, and I just couldn't get. My knee was out on me, and I meant that when I told you. I felt so bad because I told you, I said, man, I'll knock doors for you, Joel, and then I couldn't. I just couldn't do it, and
we had a good crowd that got out with us.
Yeah. Lee Marie, bless your heart. I got to brag on my sister.
Yeah,
she's something else now. I tell everybody.
She is. She was great. We had a great
folks,
team of folks. But yeah, Lee Marie, she's got a lot of energy. I told her one night, I said, I wish I had a third of the energy that you do. But
yeah,
and she's one that she was good at keeping her thumb in my back, and things like, I'm getting tired. Everybody's like, we got to get this done. We got this done.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, but we had a good team, and she was a big part of it.
Well, I've told her, I said, if God makes me run for office again, and I don't anticipate that, he may change my mind. He's put me on a different path right now, and very much a ministry path and some other stuff. So I don't see him directing me back into the political fold, but maybe. But if it ever happens, I'm going to beg her to help me.
Yeah.
And she helped me so much in the early days of this show. I was just coming on, and she wanted to just come. She wanted to learn the business.
Right.
And so she came in and helped produce the show, and she kind of gave me a structure to work, because it would have been real easy for me just to kind of flown by the seat of my pants. And because I've been doing this for so long, and some would say that I do fly by the seat of my pants on there because I come in at the last minute. But I do spend a lot of time booking the shows and talking to people and things like that I'm not sure I would have done. This show might be a whole lot of me just running my mouth if it hadn't been for Lee Marie helping me really keep the shows booked up. And that's so much more interesting than me just, talking, because I can talk. But anyway, did you have a good Memorial Day? Did you spend some time with your fam? Did you just kind of relax a little bit?
Well, I spent some time up at the lake. When you have it's a house that my brother and I inherited from my parents when they passed. And so there's like a little lake community up there, and got to visit with some friends. And, when you have a property that you don't live right there, there's always work to do. So, did that, and then came back in town yesterday evening, had dinner with Teresa. And something I used to do with Emily when she was young, my daughter, we would go on Memorial Day before we got out and went to the lake or whatever we did. We'd go to a veterans cemetery. Oh. And I did that yesterday evening coming back, and I stopped by the Nashville National Cemetery just to remind me what the whole day is about. And I met a fella, Mr. Hess from Colorado, who was just passing through, didn't realize it was there, and had a nice chance to talk with him. But there's several people out there. This fella dressed as Uncle Sam out there taking some pictures, and he lives nearby. And it was just a nice afternoon. And it's such a nice, if you've never been out there, you should go. It's
Are you
nice
talking about
and
up in
peaceful.
Madison?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right there on Gallatin Road, just right off of Bradley Parkway. So.
There was one of the things that we talked about yesterday, and I don't know if I can pull this up real quick, but we had Sergeant William Turner, who was killed in World War II. Because if you didn't hear the show yesterday and you want to get some very tangible understanding of who died so you can be free, we talked about several. I always talk about Donna Hagen's brother, Terry Smith, because that's somebody very close to me. I talk about my friend who died in Vietnam. Her brother died in Vietnam. But I found out about a couple of new ones at my church, and my friend Don Wall had a cousin named Sergeant William Turner. And he was shot down. He was only 20 years old, and he was an engineer in World War II, an engineer in a Bomber 17, and a Bomber 17, a B-17 bomber. I knew I said that wrong. B-17 bomber. People were going, Laverne, just don't talk. So he was in the U.S. Army Air Corps in World War II, and he was ready to go home and decided to fly one last flight. And of course, it got shot down over Holland, and they were all completely lost. It was probably, I think Don told me it was about 5 years after the war that they returned some remains, thought to be all of them, to Washington, and they were buried in a mass grave in Arlington, and his name is on that tombstone. Well, decades later in Holland, they were doing an excavation, and they found the bomber, or they found the plane and some remains, and DNA testing now proved that, and part of his remains could be in the one at Arlington as well, because, they were blown up. But the Sergeant Turner's remains were part of that discovery, so those remains were brought back after 74 years and buried in National Cemetery in Madison. And so he came home. Yeah. And so there's the news there's a picture of somebody being handed a flag, and I don't know if that was his. I imagine it was probably a sister or something like that, because by now his mother would have been gone. But it's really just an amazing story of him coming home after 74 years, and he's buried in that cemetery.
Yeah. There's over 34,000
wow.
Soldiers and soldiers' families, airmen, Marines, that are buried there, and I think I read like 4,000 or 5,000 that are unknowns.
Yeah,
because there's so many of them came from Civil War. If you look at those tombstones,
I need to go out there and walk around. I don't know where my Donna and John Hagen. They own Springfield Drugs, right? Her brother Terry was killed in action in Vietnam, and he has a gymnasium named for him in Washington. He is a hero, bona fide hero. Yeah. Well, wherever he's buried, they always visit it on Memorial Day, and and I was talking to John at church on Sunday, and said that there would be a penny laid on the tombstone. And I don't know what that means, but it's supposed to mean something like a friend was here,
right?
Came to see him. Do you know what that means?
I don't. And I saw that yesterday evening. On thousands of those tombstones, a penny laid on top. But I didn't
penny, and then a penny means one thing, and a nickel means something else. And somebody may put up in comments what those things mean, but I had never heard that, and I had seen that, and I thought, well, that's weird, but there's definitely a very direct meaning. So,
and everyone has a flag in front of it. I've been out there, before the day before when they, the Boy Scouts or whatever groups, or they got backpacks full of flags, and every tombstone had a flag. There was one grave that had you could tell it had just recently been disturbed, and I looked at the little tag, temporary headstone, and it was a wife of someone who had just been interned within the last couple of days. Yeah. So they're still.
It's amazing. Yeah. And this is something we'll talk about on Wednesday. Well, tomorrow. Wow, it feels like Monday. It does. It's weird. But tomorrow, Terry Wilson will be in here, and I want specifically to talk about if you're a veteran and you want to be buried in one of the national cemeteries, you've got to get that paperwork done long before something happens. Right. Because if you don't, it's going to really be a burden on your family if you've left word that you want that to happen, and it's very hard for them to make it happen. But you can make it happen, and that's something we're going to specifically talk to Terry about tomorrow, is if you want to be buried in a national cemetery, you got to get your ducks in a row on that.
And you can go online and start the process. Yeah. But there's a lot of paperwork involved. But talking with Judge Joel Perry, so your tough part of the election's over, but the election's not over.
Right. Right. But you don't have an opponent now.
Right. Correct.
So
August 4th is the general for the county, but it's the primary for state legislative offices.
Right.
So it's state and for the governor, all those offices. So that will be the final for local elections and for judicial elections. But I'll still get out. I'll still go all to the events. And,
you bet. Well, you always have.
Yeah, the first time around, I did not have an opponent 8 years ago, but I still got out, and I felt that was important to get out and talk to people and let them complain, let them give you their ideas, and and I'll continue to do that. I was thinking about this the other day after the election. First time around, not having an opponent, I was really appreciative to the local bar, local attorneys, for having enough faith in me not to put up an opponent, because it was an open seat. I was the local DA. Generally, you're going to have at least somebody from the defense bar, that's going to run against you. Yeah. But I think they felt like I'd always been fair with them, and nobody stepped out. This time around, I'm appreciative to the voters, because they had a choice to make, and they made it. Yeah, and with a good turnout, a good solid, amount, 60%, and so I'm just appreciative that they had faith in me to continue to do what we've been doing. And it was a tough campaign in the sense that we had to educate people that, okay, primary is a new thing, and this is something that was really being pushed from the party coming out of the state. I can tell you that right now. They were quite upset when I was sitting in as chairman of the Republican Party here. They were quite upset that I didn't get it done. Okay, right. As a chairman, because I didn't really realize what the deal was, because believe it or not, I'm not very political. I know a lot about politics, and I understand it more on a federal level than I do local, and I've much better, really, the federal side of it. So I come at it from, I kind of went kicking and screaming into that fold, and so I was just like, I had no idea of the significance. Right. And so once it came up again, they made it very clear this has to happen, and two, it gave us a chance to vote on the district attorney race for between us and Clarksville and right, Neil. We would have never known who Neil Stroffer and it had Robert an effect on judicial races too, because Montgomery County had last time gone to primaries, and if Roberts County didn't have them, it would affect the ability to vote for those. For the one we choose. Somehow people thought that I was the one behind having a primary, and
No.
and I've got folks, I guess, that still believe
you never mentioned
No.
it to me.
No.
Never.
No,
No.
it didn't matter to me whether they had it or not. But there's some folks that choose to believe I was behind it. And, people
Neil.
believe what they want to believe.
Neil is the one who brought it to me, and very, very respectfully, he just said, you guys don't have a say in this race if you don't have a primary. He was the one who brought it to my attention, and it was right after we had not, because he knew we were going to vote for it, and he knew we had not passed it and wanted to know why. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, because I didn't really understand the nuances of it. And so once I started talking to the state, talking to Scott Golden and different ones about it, and, through Mary Ann Parks and different ones like that, and they explained it to me. I'm like, well, I think we need to have a say in that. And so that's where I was coming from on it as far as my part in it. But I was not chairman by the time we got it, but I was on the executive committee. I stepped away from all of that completely. But nonetheless, it was Neil that brought it to me. You never did. And that's one thing. People they had never said that specifically to me, but I want you to address something that I heard all the time, and it just about drove me crazy. He didn't start recovery court. And it's like, well, he never has said he did. He never has said he did, and we didn't talk about it, on the air because we had to just shut up.
Right.
But I said to several people, I can go and give you the recordings of the shows from the first time you came on, and you made it so incredibly clear on here that this was an idea that was brought about before you came in, and how you were like, okay, you worked with it, and it was never anything you start.
I would talk about we,
yeah,
because no one person can start a recovery court.
Right.
It takes a team
Yeah.
to do it. And when the subject came up, it was at the end of Judge Glover's term.
Right.
We started the training, and I was specifically asked if we start the training on Judge Glover's on the way out, was this something that you would be willing to do? And I said, sure, because there was no point in starting the training if we weren't going to continue with it. So we started the training. We went up to Johnson City, a team of us, and recovery court works as a team. It's not just a judge imposing it.
Right.
So several went up there. I went up as a DA. We had another DA go up. Judge Glover went. Some other folks from the team went and started our training. We had assistance from, one of the nice things about not having an opponent was I was able to go out and visit other courts, other judges, and so we got a lot of assistance from not only Sumner County, but Davidson County Recovery Court. Montgomery County had a fantastic recovery court, and we didn't feel like we needed to reinvent the wheel. We wanted to learn from other folks' experience. Right. What we drew on. And so when I came into office, that's when we started putting together, our first group of folks that were in it. We started we had the first docket, recovery court docket, which is run completely different than any other docket. It's more informal. I don't sit up on the bench in a robe. I'm at table level, eye level, where we talk to folks. So yeah, no, it wasn't. You can't say that. And I never did say that we were the one that started. Recovery courts have been around for over 30 years. And Davidson County's had one, a felony recovery court for 20, 25 years.
Right.
So we learned from other folks and, figure out what worked for us. Also, there were folks saying that Robertson County doesn't have a veterans court. And that is true. We're not big enough to have a separate veterans separate standing veterans court, but we have a veterans tract within our recovery court, and we try to find folks that are veterans. In fact, when people are booked into jail, one of the questions that are on that long list is, are you a veteran? So we can identify people early on. We have assistance with the VA. They have people that are specifically assigned to veterans courts. We have a mentor that's been trained that works alongside of our folks. So, yeah, there was, there's a lot of things said in the course of politics. People try to make distinctions and. But
But it was just killing me not addressing those things on the air. And it was the things before you had an opponent that we talked about. But I don't think I ever specifically answered that question because I was like, I don't even, what? Honestly, that's what that was. Yeah. I was like, he's never said that. He's never said that. And so, but I couldn't address it on the air because we had to just stop it. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of clarify that, because that's one I got a lot. And I was like, he never said that.
Yeah, we're appreciative to everybody that helped us get started, that helped us continue it. I don't know if we've talked about this, but we had, I guess back in April, we had 2 audits from the state because the money for Recovery Court comes from a state grant, from court costs, not only from our county but from other counties that don't have recovery courts, and we have participants that are in recovery court. They pay a fee every month. It's not a huge fee, but they pay a fee because we believe everybody should have skin in the game. And if you're having to pay a little bit, you're going to be more involved. But after those 2 audits, which we passed with flying colors, the state awarded us an additional $25,000 in grants, and that's helping us expand services, more local testing. We just hired a couple of people to do part-time testing here in the county, and for other things to help with the program. So we and the ladies work hard. Megan Williamson and Althea Sickle, they're the ones
awesome.
That make it. They're
just
the ones
love
that
them.
make it work.
And all you have to do is go to Recovery Court graduation just to see the profound impact it's having on the community. It's just beautiful. It's one of those things that I put it on my calendar now, and I try very hard not to miss it because it just means so much to me to see the work and to see the difference it's making in lives. We're going to pause and do a break. I'm talking with Judge Joel Perry. I had said, when we booked this, I said, I might need you to stay an hour because I don't know if I can get anybody to come in the day after Memorial Day, but we do have some representatives from the foreign exchange student program that are coming in at 7:30. So anything that we need to talk about, we'll get to it. But let's pause for a second and talk about my friends, Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Store. Be sure and get out and see them because they are just wonderful folks. I got to get by there and I'm always killing stuff. I let some of my lavender get too dry and it died. And I've got my rosemary. I killed it, Amy. I know. I'm the pit. I'm awful with plants and stuff. And so I have to have things that don't need a lot of attention, but let's the good Lord water them. But if we go couple of dry days, my husband, he goes, "Are you going to water those plants?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot all about them." So, but lavender is pretty hardy, and so I only lost one real nice pot, but the rest of them are doing beautiful. And I have discovered that that's something that tends to survive with me, and so that's why I kind of lean to that. And things that I can actually not plant in pots, but in the ground, so they have a little bit better chance of getting some water when I neglect them. But anyway, go and talk to Amy, and whatever your routine is when it comes to taking care of plants and beautiful flowering baskets, things like that. If you hang those beautiful flowering baskets on your porch, you got to water them. Okay. They'll stay beautiful, but you got to water them. And so I'm not real good at that. It's so funny. I had a friend of mine. We were talking about when the mum season comes in the fall. I think it was Rachel Culver, actually. She was talking about that. I've already got my mums and I've already killed 3 pots, and so that's kind of me sometimes. But Amy can even help those of us like that and to make things beautiful around your home. And they're also your CBD source. If you've listened to this program very long, I am a convert to CBD products. I was stunned. I thought it was snake oil. I didn't think it was real until my hip replacement doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Hodrick at Southern Joint Replacement in Nashville, says, "You really need to take CBD." And I was like, "What?" And then I found out that Amy, that's what they have. They have it. It was 2 days later. It was just such a God thing. They just put everything in my path, and it's something that is made out of plants that God gave us. And her brother Bill grows that hemp, and that's what's processed into what they sell at Corbin Creek. So it's Robertson County CBD. If you're interested in finding out about it, go to the source, and that's what you're going to find at Corbin. Monday through Sunday. They're open 7 days a week right now, 9 to 6:30. They want to see you there. You can call them at 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185, 4920 Highway 161. They're always at the farmer's market. And when you go by, tell them U-Turn sent you. What do we need to cover, Judge? I just wanted to come in here. Really wanted you to get in here, just say hi. congratulations and take a breath and all that. And two, I really wanted to kind of clarify that thing about he didn't start recovery court. And it's like, I never said he did. And so I just thought, having you in here to address that, I thought was a good thing. But really, just congratulations.
Well,
so,
thank you. We had
proud of you.
We had a great team. We had a great plan. We knew 2 years out, when my opponent moved back to the county that, that was the reason. And so we were able to get on the plan early, get out and talk to some folks and shore up support. And then the plan that we had, we worked. And, we went out, we had 7 events throughout the county,
right?
That were our events. Then we attended some other things, but I felt that it was important to get out and talk to folks in every end of the county, and we had different groups that showed up at different events, from Adams and Cedar Hill over to White House. We had, a couple in Springfield. We had one down at Bell Chapel on R.W. Gordon. We were just all over the county. Had Ridgetop Ramblers play at an event that we had over in Cross Plains. Yeah. And so I thought that was important, using all the different medias, folks here at the radio station early on helped us. And so we got out and worked hard, and, in the end it showed.
Yeah.
But I just felt like that, and it wasn't so much about me needing to run again or those types of things or needing to be a judge, but the groundwork that we lay, particularly with regard to recovery court, there's a number going around these days, 107,000 people last year alone died from overdose deaths. 74% of deaths between 18 and 25, 74% of those overdose deaths were from fentanyl.
It's incredible.
It is just coming across the southern border because it's wide open, and the problem's only getting worse. So we've got to step up and do our part. We talked about during the campaign and even before the campaign the need for having expungement clinics for folks that.
I'm glad you brought that up.
For folks that have old charges that are still haunting them in job applications, we're going to get that started so we can have events so they can get those off of. There's a certain class of offenses that you can have expunged after a period of time. We want to help folks relieve old fines and costs from way back in the day. Those are they're just saddled with old debt. That's never going to get paid, and they get a give them an opportunity to get a second chance. So these are some of the things that we want to get started. I was talking to Judge Goodman. They have this over in Montgomery County, both on a felony level in circuit court and misdemeanor level in general sessions court. He said you would be amazed at the number of people that aren't willing to come to the courthouse because they've had bad experiences. So that's why you have them, off site, and we're finding places to do that. Pastor Gardner's really enthusiastic about that. So those are some of the things that, and we haven't been able to do that in the past because of you've got to have a lot of people involved. The clerk's office wasn't willing to do that in the past, but we're going to have a change there, and we're already laying the groundwork for that.
Good deal.
So we have a lot of things. You help as many people as you can. That's part of General Sessions Court. It's a high volume court. Some people need to go to jail, and that's just part of it. But there's a lot of people you can help, and
I love it.
That's what we want to do.
And if you don't know Judge, get to know him. I mean, your door is always open. People can get in contact with you. How do they get in contact with you, Judge? By the way, I know how I get in touch with you. But if somebody who's hearing this, maybe they're new to the area and they're thinking, okay, I want to get to know the judge and just kind of understand. Maybe they want to try to help with recovery court. Maybe they want to try to help with the expungement.
Calling the ladies at recovery court would be a good idea. Calling directly to the office. Donna, who has worked with me for almost 26 years now, she's pretty good at screening calls because there's a lot of things you can't talk to a judge about, And I don't like Facebook and Facebook Messenger, all that kind of stuff. But every once in a while you get somebody, hey, can and I have to politely say, that's not what I can do. But the nice thing I've found with Facebook Messenger over the past few weeks is people texting me and saying, hey, this is what recovery court, or this is what court has done for me.
Right.
And those are nice things. Night before the election, Stephen and I were out putting up signs at locations. We were out.
Stephen Steer.
Yeah. And
Lee Marie's hubby.
Yeah.
He's a great one too. We
stopped,
brag on Lee Marie all the time. But
we stopped in at we were over in White House, and we were just bleary eyed. Stopped to get a drink and get some gas, and there was a lady in there, and I said, mentioned to her I was running for re-election, and she said, "Oh, I know you." She said, "I was in your court." And I was like, "Oh," she said, "You told a guy that was in front of me, you might ought to pick better friends." She said, and I took that to heart, and I did. She said, "I don't have as many friends as I used to, but I've got better friends."
I love that.
That was kind of a pick-me-up at
That's awesome.
midnight,
I bet. I bet. I love it. I love it. That's
we
great.
try to make a difference.
I love it. And so, and that's one thing you say about, there's some things you can't talk to a judge about, because I've asked you questions, and sometimes I'll purse it with, okay, I've got this question, and if you can't answer it, just say, well, I can't discuss that, because I deal with people through the programs that I'm dealing with Celebrate Recovery, and I meet different folks. And so I will purse a question that way with you, that I'll say, if you can't answer this, just say no. But that's one thing you do have to remember. He is a judge, so there's some things he can't address, so don't get your feelings hurt if he says, well, we can't discuss that, right?
But and I try to but
lead
him in the right direction.
Yeah.
I had a message last night. Somebody wanted me to talk at Stop Violence. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. Really. But there are certain things we can talk about if it has to do with particular cases or legal advice. I can't do that, but I can point you in the direction.
Sounds good. And I see that we've got a whole room full of people that have walked in. I don't know if you saw that. Just kind of unpack for you what's coming up, and you're going to find this interesting. Okay, we've had them on from the foreign exchange student program a couple of times, but I talked to Barbara. She's been messaging me, Barbara Willis, and she says, you've got to have us on because we have our student here from Egypt who is a blind student that has been staying with a family up in Clarksville. And if you've listened to me very often, I've got a lot of Egyptian friends, because that's where I did a lot of English second language teaching. And so I'm thrilled to have him in here, but that's who we're going to talk to, because he's getting ready to go home. And so that's what we're getting ready to unpack. So I'm going to take a break, and we're going to bring some more chairs in here, and we're going to say bye to the judge. And the door is always open. And I'm so thrilled that you've got this behind you now, and you can kind of coast into an unopposed election in August, and very thankful that you're going to be our judge again for another 8 years. 8 years. 8 years. God bless you.
Thank you.
That's just the office I ran for is every 2 years. I look at John Rose, and of course, Mark Green is the one we're going to be voting for in the primary, because he's going to be we'll talk about that more later, but elections are just. But Mark is going to be the one that's going to be on the ballot, and I doubt he's opposed. And in the Republican primary, he may have opposition in the actual general that happens in November, but that's who we'll be voting for this time instead of John. But they have to run every 2 years. Every 2 years. Oh, my goodness. So anyway, 8 years, brother. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for running a good race. And we're going to be back right after this with a very, very interesting Judge Perry's interesting, but we have him all the time. This is something different. So I think you guys are going to find this very, very interesting. So stay with us here on One Street. I will be back right after this.
Thousands of our most precious treasures board a Robertson County school bus every school day. There are nearly 100 buses running about 80 different routes, delivering our kids to their schools, their field trips, and many other school and extracurricular activities. To fulfill the need of student transportation, the Robertson County school system needs drivers and attendants. Pay starts at $21 an hour for drivers and $13 an hour for attendants. The schedule is flexible, with some drivers working a morning or afternoon-only schedule, and everything in between. Many stay-at-home moms and teachers have discovered the bonus of earning excellent extra income while working a schedule that matches the school year schedule. For them, it's a perfect fit. Retirees are earning extra income and fulfilling the desire to help mentor our next generation. Truck drivers that have grown tired of working on the road and dealing with interstate traffic have found working with Robertson County Schools to be a great alternative to meet their employment needs. Basically, driving the school bus or serving as a bus attendant can work for anyone. If you're looking for the most flexible job you'll ever love, apply today at www.rcstn.net or call 615-384-4555. That's www.rcstn.net or call 615-384-4555. This has been a public service announcement from Robertson County Schools.
One street over there's a life I could have known. Would have kept me from the one I had today.
Okay, as we get on into the show once again, this is 1100 WSGI, and I want to talk for a minute. Got to do one of my ads real fast. We're going to now tell you you're sitting right in front of our cameras, so you are going to have to move over just a little bit. We got a gang in here. We got folks from the student exchange program. This is going to be so much fun. And but before we get into it, I got to talk to you about Veterans Motorplex. Okay, then you move that camera, so let's go ahead and put that camera, point it back, turn it back. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, we want to get the room. Okay, a little bit more that way. Okay. We'll leave it there. So we're moving cameras around. We're good. You're fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. But we do need to talk about Veterans Motorplex. I want to remind you that we have an opportunity for you to go and get tickets to Veterans Motorplex. If you would like to go to Veterans Motorplex, all you got to do is just message me on the comments, and I will set you up with some tickets. I can give about 4 sets away a week, and what that equates to is an opportunity for up to 8 people to go. 6 kids and 2 adults get to go and be a part of what they do at Veterans Motorplex. It's so much fun. You will have an absolute blast if you go out, because they have racing that they've started about 6 weeks ago. It goes through November, the racing season. And Jerry says, come on out, man. We got great food. We've got just great activities for the family. And they open the gates at 4 o'clock. Veterans Motorplex. This is the old Highland Rim Speedway, but it opens at 4 o'clock, and then you have qualifying starting at 4:30. Racing starts at 6. So much fun. Veterans Motorplex. If you want to go to the races, guys, message me, and we'll hook you up with tickets. We've got about 4 sets of those to give away this week. And when you get out there and you see Jerry, tell him you sent you, so he knows that what he's doing with his ad dollars are working. And we thank him for sponsoring One Street Over. All right, in the house here. My goodness, we got a gang of people. Who's going to talk first? We need y'all to get on the microphones here and talk to me about what were the whole okay, who were the host parents and different. You were the host parents, right? Okay, and we're getting ready to tell me who our guest is here. Well, so go ahead. You got to talk on the microphone, though. Right. You know.
I know,
Barbara.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, today we're featuring Mido Ali. And Mido is from Egypt, and he's one of our AFS exchange students, and he's been with us all year, and we are so glad that he's been able to be with us.
Absolutely.
He started school. Tell them where you began school this year.
Firstly, I came here to the United States on September 9th, and I started school from the middle of the first semester. It was on October 4th in a blind school in Nashville. It's called TSB, or Tennessee School for the Blind. That was my first semester. But then for the second semester, I moved to Clarksville High here in Clarksville because it was for sure close to my house. So in the beginning, I was like, I wasn't a day student. I was a registered student. So I was staying in the hostel, like the cottage of the school. But the second semester, I'm a day student, and I go to the school, Clarksville High, every day.
Awesome. I am so excited to meet you. And what's he mentioned he went to the School for the Blind. And so, I mean, what an undertaking what made you decide that, I want to go to America and be a foreign exchange student. Now I forget the fact that I have, a sight issue. I mean, come on, that's brave, brother. My goodness.
Yeah, it was something very difficult for my parents to accept.
I bet they were like, I don't think so. Wow.
It took too much time for them to agree. Even when I was in an interview with AFS in Egypt. So when they asked my father, do you think your son is gonna be like dependable and like responsible enough to take care of himself and of these stuff, and then he said, probably. And like,
oh my goodness!
Probably like.
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Right.
16.
You're 16. My goodness. I admire you so much. God bless you. That is wonderful. Well, see, and okay, so you were at the Tennessee School for the Blind. Did you happen to meet Mr. Basham, William Basham? Do you remember him? He's a friend of mine. He works there.
I remember his name.
Basham. Yeah, but anyway, that's okay. That's okay. But he is a dear friend of mine and has been there for a very, very long time. He is also seeing impaired. He has special glasses where he can see, but he's not. But he has been at the school for the blind for many, many years. But I'm sure you probably met him at some point. But you've had some adventures since you've been here. So now, who's this young man sitting next to you?
That's my brother Isaac.
Okay, so American brother Isaac. So, is this your mom and that took on the?
This is his mom,
Yes.
and this is his liaison. Because all students who come to us also have a liaison parent, if we want to call it parent, to help in good times and bad times. So we hope it's mostly good times, but. In any situation, everything is not always going to be perfect. We're all human.
Right.
So little things happen from time to time. But this young man can tell you what it's like being the brother.
Okay, let's hear from you. Now tell me your name again.
I'm Isaac.
You're Isaac.
Yes.
So what's it like hosting a foreign exchange student in your home? And getting a brother. I mean, you guys are connected for the rest of your life from this experience.
He has 5 sisters, 4 sisters.
So,
Oh, so you finally got a brother. Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom. That's a perfect thing. Okay, so what was it like having a brother finally?
well, I mean, it's pretty nice because I've usually like had my own room for almost my entire life. I mean, I wouldn't really want to share a room with any of my sisters, but like having a brother, that's pretty cool.
So how many sisters did you say?
I have 4.
Whoa! Oh, how nice! I'm a boy mama, so I have 4 boys. So I can't imagine having all them girls. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's awesome. So you finally got to have the brother experience. Is this your first experience with a brother in the house?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So y'all gonna stay in touch? I mean, because you're returning home, correct? Mm-hmm. So you're returning home. When do you put the mic back over there for him for a second? So when are you heading home?
On Tuesday, like next week.
Okay, Tuesday next week.
I will be heading to DC, and then on Wednesday, the day after, I will be heading to in my international flight to Egypt.
To Egypt, yeah. I've got some friends, actually. We're putting them on the plane on the 18th. They're going home for a visit. So it's a long flight. Because, I mean, is it a direct flight from Washington? No, because, I mean, don't you have to... I don't know of any of my friends that they've always had a stopover somewhere. Because it's grueling. So you're making this flight by yourself? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I will go to Nashville with the family. And from there, I will meet other staff from AFS, the organization I'm here.
And they'll help get you, because I mean that's navigating that. I've heard crazy stories from friends trying to navigate the plane changes and all that with kiddos. So bless your heart with seeing impaired. That's got to be a bit of a task to overcome. But have you ever traveled abroad, or is this your first time?
Oh no, that was the first time.
Oh,
first time for any member of my family, not just me.
Oh, that's so cool. How exciting. How exciting. Boy, you're going to have stories to tell, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
But get up on the microphone. What's the weirdest thing that Americans do that you're like, what? What is something? Is there something that Americans do and you just can't figure out that you want to say? You might not want to embarrass us, because I mean, I'm not. I've got like my friends. They don't mind telling me. They're like, why do you? Okay, here's one that a lot of doing the English language. I would have. She goes, why you want to break my leg? Because somebody would say, good luck, they say, break a leg. Have you ever heard the things that we say that's like, break a leg means good luck? And, it's a piece of cake. She goes, they give me a piece of cake, then they break my leg. Do you have any things like that you hear?
They're not the same translation, but we have some sayings that refer to other things, but it's maybe deeper a little bit.
Yeah, but did you hear some things and you thought, what? What?
Too much.
Yeah,
too much things.
Too many things. Too much. I love it. I try to explain Elvis has left the building to people from another country. They go, what? They don't understand that one either. And that means that the show is over. That's what that means. But I digress. So what do we need to know about all this? I mean, okay, you were his liaison. So how's it gone? How's it gone? Go ahead and hand him the mic, introduce yourself. And so.
Yes, I'm Wally.
Wally?
Wally, right.
I have a friend named Wally. He's one of my dear friends. So, hi, nice to meet you, Wally.
So anyway, every student that comes in as part of the program, they're assigned a volunteer. We're all volunteers except for staff that we have up in New York. But each student is assigned one individual to look after whatever needs the individual may have during the year.
Okay.
We maintain contact with the student as well as with the host family, just to make sure that everybody's getting along okay and there's not any problems and so forth and so on.
Well, how long have you been doing this?
30 plus years.
Wow, you're adorable. I love your hat. Love you. I mean, you.
And he's not from Hawaii.
Are you not?
Oh, he is.
Oh, you are from Hawaii. Are you from Hawaii?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how long have you been in Tennessee?
Since I met my wife in '76, with the exception of 2 years.
Okay, so you got to keep the flower in the hat to remind you of home, right?
Yes, I do.
There you go. I love that.
You know what that really means, don't you?
What does a flower in the hat really mean? That's what Barb's saying.
It's not the flower in the hat; it's where it's located.
Okay.
On the left side, it means I'm spoken for, and if it was on the right side, it means I'm available.
Really? I love this. I love learning new things. And, that's at the core of what this is about, foreign exchange, is learning new things, learning about culture, and learning about just our differences and how our differences make us all the same. Would you say that's a fair statement?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Go ahead, Barb. Go ahead. Pull the microphone.
We need to hear from Mom.
Yes, we do. Now, I'm not going to be able to see her on the camera. Y'all can kind of slide her around.
I think she can probably answer a question that I get often, when we talk to families, and they're like, well, I already have 2 kids, and they're keeping me busy. So I think the question, maybe we can...
Yeah, because if you've got 5 kids and you took on a student, and we may not see everybody on the camera, just go ahead, because we've just got a room full of people. So go ahead and just go ahead and talk. And tell me your name.
My name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Well, you got just a beautiful, bright smile, and just, I can tell that y'all have a lot of fun in your house just by your demeanor yourself.
We really do. So, we have, 5 kids of my own, and we thought we need to open up our home to someone else, and we were excited to have Mito. And I admit we were a little bit nervous to have someone not only from a foreign country, but also to have someone who was blind.
Yeah.
That was like,
wow.
This was going to be challenging. And it has been. It was really hard at first. And there are still days where we've got chairs in the wrong places, and Mito's tumbling over chairs or walking over boxes. And we're all like, Mito, it's okay. We're so sorry. And he's very patient with us. And so it's been a learning experience, not just for the culture, but also for his disability, which has been really, really interesting to learn about.
Well, and that's true, because I know that I can remember some things we've done, like in youth group of our church, to try to help people understand what it's like to be seeing impaired. And you'll put the blind, and you don't think about how you're obstructing if you've got somebody there that you're trying to help. And if it's like you leave clutter out, he's gonna trip over and break his neck.
Oh yes, and we battle on clutter.
Oh my goodness! Well, I can imagine with that big household that you would have some clutter. I can't even imagine. God bless you for opening your home in such a beautiful way.
It's been such a blessing.
So this is your first
of your children.
So what are the ages of your children?
So my oldest is 16.
Okay.
Isaac is 14. And then I have an 11-year-old, 8-year-old, and 6-year-old.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
And I can imagine that they've just latched on to you, Mito, and you're just like ours now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been really
that's
great.
true. It has been an absolute pleasure to stay with them.
I'm sure it has been. Look at the smile on your face. The smile on your face says all of it, Mito. That's wonderful. Go ahead, Barb. You gotta have the microphone, darling.
Mito might want to tell you that one of his challenges has been food.
Oh.
Can you speak to that just a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For sure, our Egyptian cuisine is totally different.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the things that I didn't used to have all the time are vegetables.
Yeah.
So here, everything is vegetables and lettuce everywhere. And
So say that again, because now you did have a lot of vegetables, or you didn't have a lot of vegetables?
I didn't used to have a lot of vegetables.
Okay.
But for every sandwich, there's a bunch of lettuce everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. But because I again, with all my friends and stuff, one of my friends, they had 3 little ones, and when the first time they went home to Egypt, the kids were all just tiny, and because they were used to American food, they wouldn't eat anything over in Egypt. They never got them to eat anything. So that it is very much a difference. There's so many things that we just have that are so common, and then same thing within Egypt. So what is your favorite thing to eat? What is your favorite thing?
Here in the USA?
No, in Egypt. What back home? What are you looking forward to when you get home? What are you looking forward to?
By the way, that's true. The first thing I will do after moving from the airport is going to an Egyptian restaurant for my favorite dish. It's called kosheri. And by the way, Mom made it here, and it was great. It was awesome. I told my mom her sauce is better than yours.
To your mom in Egypt.
Yep.
Your American mom's sauce was better. Oh, that's a throwdown. Especially when it comes to their culture.
It was a huge compliment.
No, that's fabulous. I love it. Now name the dish again. I'm not familiar with it.
It's called kosheri. KOSHARI.
Okay, I haven't had that. I've had a lot of different dishes, and a lot of times I have no idea what it is, but it's delicious, and that's fun. That's wonderful. I'm so excited to meet you. This is so much fun. And are you planning to come back? Are you wanting to revisit America? What's your plans?
I hope. It's very difficult. It's not easy to come here, specifically for the payments. So
oh yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
My program was fully funded, so that was a great chance.
Yeah, that was a really great opportunity for him, as it is for many students here and in the other countries that we have scholarships.
Yes.
And for some reason, we try to get the word out, but getting the word out, you never know who you get the word out to and who you don't get the word out to. So he would not have been able to come, as many of our other students are not able to come, unless they do get a full scholarship. Because on the full scholarship, they also get a stipend for each month that they're here. So that helps a great deal for students who could not ordinarily do that. But we are sending students from here that they need to apply as well. For instance, like we have an $8,000 scholarship over in Montgomery County to go to Germany and Austria, and nobody's ever applied for it.
Wow. That's something you and I have talked about. And I think people just don't understand that this is something I would have loved to have done as a kid. I would have loved to have done this. And I don't know that I don't know if I had really, if you're a young person, and research it and show it to your parents and show them the opportunity, because it's such an amazing opportunity. And to have that scholarship just sitting there unused is such a waste. Such a waste.
Well, I think the times in the last couple of years have not been easy for parents to feel that they're going to be able to send their child to another country. And several people have asked about the situation with our Ukrainians and our Russians who are here today on our program. They will not be going back anytime soon, and they may never go back. That we don't know. It's up to the State Department. But we did have, I believe in 1979, when Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia were having their situation, we had a student at MBA. And he could not go back. But fortunately, he got a swimming scholarship to the University of Pennsylvania and stayed.
Yeah.
So that's another crisis we have to face, because we had students signed up to come here, and they will not be coming. And we had students, particularly for this summer program, to go to Russia, and they're not going to be able to go either. So we are in a very challenging group, let's put it this way, because of the way world affairs are and the way the COVID situation. So we just have to just have to swim through and work through, and luckily we've been able to do that. So
and we're kind of getting on the other side of the COVID issue, I think, to where we can kind of get back to normal beyond the pandemic issues. But the whole thing with Ukraine and Russia, that's a whole new thing. I've got friends in Ukraine, and we had one girl that was here in college, and it's just, I don't want to take your time telling about that, but I'm very familiar with that as well. But I tell you what, let's pause for a second, and y'all think about the things that we need to cover. Let's make sure we come back and get all that covered, and we'll take the time to do that. I don't want anything to be left unsaid that y'all think we need to talk about. But let's pause for a minute, and we'll come back and talk about our foreign exchange program. And we're going to pause, though, and talk about the importance of Cumberland Connect coming to your neighborhood. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, you are going to have access access to high-speed internet. It's coming. Some folks already have it. We talked to Dr. Causey, our director of schools, and he talks about the experiences of not having internet and then getting it, and just the difference it's made. I'm somebody that I do a lot of media work. I'm a photographer. I have to leave my house and go elsewhere to upload photographs or video or anything like that because my internet's so horrible. And I'm on track to get Cumberland Connect this year. And if you want to see where you are as far as gauging when you're going to have it come to your neighborhood, you can go to www.cumberlandconnect.org, and that will tell you the map and the projections of when they're coming to your neighborhood. Now, bottom line is this is locally owned. They're going to bring internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second. That's a gig. No data caps. I love you, Verizon. I've been a customer of you a long time, but you throttle me, and you know you do. And so a lot of people, they'll try to use a hotspot off their phone for their internet. Well, I can't do that sometimes because I just get throttled. And they're not going to have any of that. It's going to be a state-of-the-art Wi-Fi 6 router included with internet service, no extra charge, 24/7, 365 days a year. You're going to have technical support. They have a referral program. All you need to do, again, is go to www.cumberlandconnect.org and find out when they're coming to your neighborhood, because if you get Cumberland Electric, you're going to have access to Cumberland Connect. I cannot wait to sign up. I'm going to cancel so many other things once I can sign up for Cumberland Connect, because AT&T, you let me down. I'm just saying, it's just crazy. I've had internet through AT&T from the time it was available, and it's just the service is not good. So I'm going to be switching to Cumberland Connect, and I hope you'll give them consideration too. And when you do, please tell them that U-Turn sent you. And we are talking to a bunch of I just put on the heading. I said representatives from the Foreign Exchange Student Program. What does AFS stand for exactly, Barbara?
It stands for American Field Service.
Okay.
And we were the ambulance drivers in World War I and World War II. And actually, had that not happened, we would not be here. But folks were recruited out of the universities during the war. And the reason they were at the universities is because they may have been had a sight problem, hearing problem, flat feet problem. So those that were at the university just happened to have money, or they wouldn't be in the university in the 40s, just after the Depression. So they signed up and they became ambulance drivers. And after they came out, they said, we need to actually learn more about other people, because we met so many great people picking them up on the battlefield. So they pooled their money and started American Field Service, and that's when we began hosting and sending students. Our first students came in 1949, so actually we've been hosting for a long time.
I just think that's a wonderful backstory, and that's why I wanted to because when you look at AFS and you're thinking you don't think foreign exchange, but that's what the foundation of it was, is because they were meeting diverse people from all different walks of life, and they're, wow, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing we have.
And so our mission is to promote peace and goodwill in the world.
I love it.
That's our main purpose. And that's what we've continued to actually do. Of course, if anybody wants to host, we have tons of folks that you can go online and immediately see the mini bios of those students who need host families for next year. We actually have one blind student that we're still looking for a place for. So anyone is particularly interested in that person, they can find them on our website. The website's www.afsusa.org/host.
What country is your next blind student from?
Turkey.
From Turkey. Okay.
We actually had two, but one of them is placed, and we had a deaf student too, but I understand both of them are placed, so we have one.
Well, and we have, I know because my husband works for the transportation department here in Robertson County, we have a student that goes to the blind school that's in Robertson County. And so they already have that established, that somebody takes somebody to the blind school here, from here. And I don't know if that's going to be the case. At least it was in this past year.
Actually, it was Robertson County who helped us get MEDO. Had it not been for the folks that were already involved, I don't think maybe we would have been able to work out the situations that we were able to. So it's really, we want to thank them as well as the school system in Clarksville, because a lot of steps had to go to make this happen. It was not that you just placed a student and the student went to school and that was it. Right. Because you had IEPs, you had meetings, accommodations, all those things. So everybody stepped up to the plate and did a great job. Maybe I can ask each one of them, what advice would you
That's
give
a great idea.
to a new host family who is thinking about hosting? So I'm going to
let's start with Mom, and let's go right down the line, and we'll end with Mito, okay? And that way we'll wrap it up. We're going to go a little bit over, but you go right ahead.
Okay, so first off, of course, you're going to be a little bit nervous of anything unknown. It's always a little scary to have someone new in your home. But Mito has been wonderful, and even with being blind and having different religions, he's Muslim and we are Christian, and he practiced Ramadan while he was in our home, and it was just kind of a little funny to have a different eating schedule for him. And there's so many things that can deter someone from not having someone in their home. But in the end, I'm glad that we made the decision, and it's been a wonderful learning opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. I think the learning opportunity for your family, and just to just love on somebody else that's completely different from you, is just the beauty of the unity we all have. I love it. I love it, Mom. Okay, go ahead, Wally.
I think one of the most important things is for an individual to willing to learn about another culture that they're not familiar with. Generally, they don't have any knowledge about, and as long as you have an interest in doing so and you have an open heart, we can satisfy those needs.
Open heart. That is what it takes. That's what we all need, is have an open heart to all these opportunities. Thank you so much. 30 years you've done this. That's awesome. That's so cool. Barb?
Well, the main thing, too, is to say, this is bad, that's bad because I don't know this or whatever. It's not that things are bad. It's that they're just different. Mm-hmm. And different can be very exciting.
And beautiful.
And you have to be able to step into it. Otherwise, you're just going to miss an opportunity by not having a student.
I love it. I love it. So, go ahead. And you might, okay, that'd be good. Yeah, you can come on up. I didn't know if that one would reach that far, but go ahead.
I would say just, be patient with them. I mean, they're from a different country. They're not really, used to this stuff. And also, try as hard as you can to sort of, be close to them and their culture. Mito has been teaching me some Arabic, so that was really cool.
That's a tough language.
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, but it was really cool to learn some of that stuff.
So very good.
He said you're a good student too.
Awesome. Oh, my friends say I'm terrible because I try to teach them. I teach them English, and they just shake their head when they try to teach me Arabic. It's like I'm terrible. Oh, no. But okay, Mito, you get the final word on this, and then I want Barbara to tell them how to get in touch with if they're interested. So Mito, you get the last word as the group, though. Go for it.
I think the advice I would say is to be engaged with them, or try to ask them questions to know or understand what they would like to have, or figure out the best thing that can be in between between the host parent and the student himself or herself, to figure everything out. Don't keep things go on the flow with it. So just try to talk to them and see how can we make everything the best as we can.
I love it. Just have the conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're so brave. God bless you for taking and stepping out and doing this. I'm so proud of you. That is just wonderful. I'm so glad to know you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Come back to America.
Come
to college here. Come to college here. We've got some good colleges here. We'd love to get to know you better.
I will try.
Awesome. Very good.
Well, I think one of the great things about the students coming, sometimes people think that we're just trying to sell something. That's not it.
No.
It's what you're also going to gain. For instance, the students who have been in classes with him, I mean, they're looking and saying, how on earth can one do this? Well, we do this because we want other folks to be stimulated to want to do things different. In other words, step out of your box,
comfort zone,
and go do something different. And so I know with all my students that I had for years, because we've hosted 12, so I guess Wally's about the same. So we know what it's like. And I know as a school counselor at Hunters Lane, the other students would come to me and say, why is it that Camilla's making this great? And that's not even their first language, and they're doing better than I am in school. And I said, well, obviously you're not studying as hard as they are. That's why so that's also our program, is to stimulate the other students to realize that if we step out there, we can do things that we didn't think we could do either, but you have to step before you get there. But you wanted also to know how to get in touch with us. As I had said before, if you go online, it's www.afsusa.org. www.ecc.org/host if you want to host, / if you want to look at scholarships, / if you want volunteers. We need volunteers quite every year because Fort Campbell's really good about us getting volunteers and training them, and then they go off to the Pentagon or Fort Bragg or someplace else. But that's good for AFS, just not so good for us.
Right.
They're moving on. But locally, you can give myself a call at 615-210-1552.
Say the number twice.
615-210-1552.
Okay.
Or if you go into volunteers, all of us in the local area that are officers, you can see a little bit more about us and how to get in touch with us by email.
And that website again is www.afsusa.org. www.afsusa.org. And I'm assuming that once you get there, rather than doing all the backslashes, there'll be drop downs for volunteer and all of that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so it's www.afsusa.org. Very simple, that you can find out more about being, if you've got a kiddo that's wanting to apply for scholarships that are going unused, that shouldn't happen. If you want to host a student, talk to Barb. I guarantee you she's got somebody for you. And just all kinds of great programs. And Mito, God bless you. Godspeed on your journey home. And tell your parents Tennessee says hey. How about that?
I'm sure. I promise for sure if they hear that, so now they will say hi as well.
Well, you can share this program with them too. So they can see it, back home. So they can see.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Barbara, for pounding me on the head saying, I got to get in there. Thank you so much. She's the best. She is the best. And thank you so much. And reach out. Just continue to reach out and let me know, because I'm assuming when you're going to want to come back in about some students that are needing some stuff, right? When will that happen? When do you need to come back in?
I can't give you exact time because they're online now.
Right. Okay.
And they're being taken every day, so I never know who's
right.
being taken
What's
today
urgent?
and who's being
Right.
taken tomorrow. I wish everybody in 3 days, all of them would be taken, and then we wouldn't have to work so hard right at the beginning of school. But it seems like people go on vacation, and then they forget about that they might want to host, and then all at once they decide they want to host, and then we're scrambling to get all the interviews in and get somewhere they need to be before school starts.
So think about it right now and get it done. And also, if you want to apply for a scholarship, now, do it now, right?
Well, the scholarships that Mito's on are not available till the fall.
Okay, and but you can start maybe working on it.
We work on it all year long, actually.
Yeah.
But those deadlines are generally the end of October or the 1st of December, depending on the program. But those deadlines are in the fall.
Okay.
And those are for summer programs, semester programs, and year programs.
But you still need to get on it.
We stay on it.
Absolutely. But I'm saying for the students, if this is something you're interested in, reach out to Barbara and find out the procedure so you're not like a week before the deadline trying to hustle and get it together. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more break, and then we're going to wrap this up. We're a little bit older. Y'all can go ahead and start getting up. You're not going to disturb me, but we'll say goodbye here in just a minute out in the hall. But I do want to, before we part, say go and talk to Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. My friends, if you're looking for anything in the real estate community, whether you're buying or selling, no matter what's going on in your world, you need to come to the table with experience. And Rebecca's been at this a long time, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist, which means she studies all the time to make sure that she is on top of the latest trend, the latest regulation. And there's a lot of regulations that apply whenever you're looking at property that is going for more than the appraised value. There's a lot of things you have to take care of in that regard. Well, she stays up on it. She stays studied up on that to make sure she's got everything covered. Now, Barry is a marketer. He came out of a marketing background. He was a vice president of a marketing company up in Nashville for many, many years and went full-time with real estate a little while ago. And I found out during the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival, he's had to give up his bees. He's so busy with real estate. But he's been a big beekeeper for years. His family has been. But nonetheless, they're doing well, and that just means they do a great job because they stay very, very busy. Barry and Rebecca Richards, again, with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, they specialize in Robertson County because they're from Robertson County. They live up in Cross Plains, have been there for over 20 years, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. You can connect with them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or by BUYRobertsonCounty.com. And when you get in touch with them, please always tell them U-Turn sent you. Thank you for joining me for One Street Over. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a wonderful day.
SOS, I'm a cast.